Hey, great crowd. Really appreciate Steve and his staff and really the students and the community coming out. And I thought we needed today. I think Coach Shumpert and his guys today, he's done a really good job today. They are a hard team to play against. We had a great start. We couldn't sustain that. Most people are going to say, what didn't you do? I think it would be disingenuous to think that A&T didn't have a lot to do with that. And then I like the way we rallied late. Joe, it's good to see you. I hope you're going to get in your pockets, take your wife out to eat finally.
That almost a record, 39 three-point attempts.
Yeah, I told the guys, just told them that after the game, our defensive numbers are good and our rebound numbers are good, although I'm going to reserve judgment on that because a lot of them might have just been Charles. I said, but I didn't know we had turned into coaching the Golden State Warriors. We're whipping the ball around and shooting 100 threes. And those that say we haven't evolved on offense over the last couple of years, we have, good, bad, or indifferently.
Did they prevent you, though, from going inside?
They changed defense a lot with 2-2-1 press back to 2-3, some 1-3-1. And quite honestly, we were aware that they were going to do that. It's one thing to talk about on these quick one-day turnarounds. You can't really replicate it. Last time when we played them, we had a little bit more time to get ready for them.
In the first half, or late in the second half, it felt like watching that if you could get 2 or 3 defensive stops in a row, things might be okay. It just was a struggle to get those up.
Yeah, I think we fouled. We fouled a couple times. We had a couple miscommunications on some guard-to-guard screens where 24, the Horton kids could play. We made a couple shots. And I thought really, like I said, Charlie bailed us out. We've got some high-end players that are good, but there's not many guys I'd trade for Charlie. His value to us is huge.
After last weekend and this tough 2-day stretch, 3-day stretch there, do you feel like things are on the track again after the last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. We didn't, like you weren't here last week. I mean, we're 1-7 in one possession games, so I've got to do a better job. And I do think our guys are aware of what we've got to do. We had a long dinner, me, Nick, and Cam last week before Delaware, like a long, long one, and they want to be good. We're in the mix, yeah. What would say?
You top 4 seed.
Top 4 seed. Yeah. Look, you know what? And that's going to be a challenge. We're gonna get ready for Thursday against an unbelievably talented, well-coached team in a great environment. And we're going to put a game plan together, and we know what happened here, and we're going to put everything into that, and then we'll worry about that other stuff later.
Luca. Nygal and Nick made some huge threes when A&M was making a couple runs there in the second half of you guys, and they got close, but those guys kind of shut the door. Were those senior moments for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a hard game, right? They got all their families. You got really good kids. I mean, I'm touched. Our guys, we do an autism game on campus here. Our guys gave me this card with a donation to Autism Speaks. I think 31 years I've never seen basketball players go into their own pocket to give money, and they made a poster board with my son's name and a jersey. And these guys are awesome guys. They really are. So I'm happy that they were able to enjoy the game, but it's hard because everyone wants to play well in front of their families. And some of these guys, their families don't get to see them all the time. So there's a lot of emotion involved with that. We get off to an unbelievable start, right? You think we're going to win 60-0. Next thing you know, it starts tripping down, and then it gets hard,
Oh, go ahead.
Actually, to piggyback off that, you opened the game with the 18-point lead, and then it got so close to a 2-point lead. What kind of message do you send to your men in the huddle?
Oof, hanging on for dear life. You're hanging on for dear life at that point, Like I said, I thought Coach Shumpert did a really good job of changing defenses. He went to the bench for some guys he doesn't normally play. A couple of those guys, I'm not going to lie, they weren't heavy guys in the scouting report, and those guys came and delivered. They gave him a big boost at the end of the half. That team's really hard to play against because of, Woods can get going at any point in time. We did a pretty good job on him today. But I thought a lot of their other guys, especially around the rim, Powell and Johnson were really, really good today.
Matt, go ahead. Anything else?
That's a big senior class. What did they mean to you in this program? Last time
Well, yeah, you know what? It's great to win today. I told these guys before I'm not going to get that emotional because I really don't think this is going to be their crowning moment. I'm glad that they had that experience in front of their families, but we've got some. It gets pretty heavy right now. and seeding or not seeding, all that stuff doesn't matter. We know Thursday night we get a chance, and I think it's a great game for our league to play on national TV. So we want to perform at a high level in that game, and then worry about everything else from there.
Luke, a lot of live ball turnovers in the second half. Seems like you thought that A&M had something to do with that.
Yeah, A&T definitely had something to do with that. Just their hand activity, the way they change defenses, they're quick on the ball. They sped us up a little bit and got us out of sorts. Thanks, guys.
What was it like getting off to that fast start, 22?
I mean, we were just amped up. 7 seniors, knowing this is our last home game, wanted to make it a good game, and it's never going to be over in the first 3 minutes. We know that it's game of runs, so just to be able to not battle back, but just keep the lead and maintain everything it was great.
For any of you guys, in the second half, particularly the last 5, 7, 8 minutes or so, did it feel like if you could just get 2 or 3 defensive stops in a row at one point there, that things would be okay at that stage?
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about getting the kill, the kill shot. That if you can get a kill in any time in the game, that really changes the momentum of the game. And so for that second half and that stretch you're talking about, we were really trying to focus on getting that kill shot, but we just couldn't get it. But it turned out all right.
What did you do differently on Powell in the second half? Obviously, he went 8 of 23, so you slowed him down some.
I mean, he was missing a lot in the first half too, but he just made some tough mid-range jumpers, and some of those he's got to live with. He's kind of similar to Davis when he doesn't want to roll really. He wants to take those jumpers. We hedge a lot, so the majority of it was just realizing that their guards don't want to use the ball screen. Just get back and guard him, and then it's one-on-one. And I don't really think he's the best one-on-one player, but hey.
So when they were making a run, two of you guys make huge threes to sort of stem that tide. You guys want those moments that you want the ball in those moments. You want to shoot those moments to stem the tide, so to speak.
I think so. I mean, I think we got some older guys who are mature, who've seen this moment a lot of times, and now that it's time where it really matters, it's good for us to step up and we live field shots.
Nick, how about you?
Yeah, willing to take that shot 10 out of 10 times. So just all the hard work that we put in throughout the years just comes down to that.
Matt, go ahead.
What was it like, Nick? Or any of you guys playing in front of your parents, your family? Is it tougher sometimes on the senior day to play like we normally play, or is it a little bit more pressure, or you just didn't feel the pressure?
Here, not so much. I mean, it feels like home here. You want to talk about going up to New England or something, then I feel like that's a little bit more of a pressure idea for me. Just a lot more people coming, but I had a good 10 people with me today, and I'm very thankful for everything they've done for me throughout the years.
Nick, after the way last weekend went with the 2 losses, do you feel like things have stabilized a bit here as you head into the final weekend of the regular season of the conference?
Yeah, definitely. This is a very connected group. We're all like brothers, so no one was blaming anyone on any loss or whatever. Just came back on Monday, got back to work, and pulled out 2 wins. Hopefully get 2 more next week, and then 3 more the week after.
Charles, is this senior day for you? I mean, senior day, but is it really the last time?
I mean, I haven't really thought too much about it. I've been trying to keep my focus on the season, so I just want to see how the season goes and everything.
So on the negative side, a lot of live ball turnovers in the second half. I'm sure you guys want to clean up. Was that more what you guys weren't doing, or more what A&T was doing to you guys?
Us, by a lot.
Yeah.
We were just giving them the ball. They didn't really speed us up or anything. I think we sped ourselves up and then just made dumb plays at the end of the day. I mean, I threw 4 away in the second half. We had 1 turnover in the first half and then ended up with 13. So kind of why it was a close game, just because it was more of a track meet, which that's the type of style they play. And if we cut down those turnovers, it probably wouldn't have been as close.
Last question, right?
You guys had 6 blocks. Charles, you had 5 blocks. What was your mindset coming into this game?
I mean, Cam Woods and their guards, they're really good guards, so they're looking to attack the rim and score at the rim. And I just realized, they're not really looking, to necessarily make plays for everybody else. So when they're at the rim, they got tunnel vision. So once Radir or Nigel or Nick stands them up right there, it's an easy block.